Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning.
Hello everybody, it's me, the LEGO Dude, and in today's video I'll be talking about the new leaks we've had about the upcoming LEGO Marvel X-Men X Mansion. This includes tons of new information and a confidential picture. With the X-Men 97 TV show released earlier this year as a continuation of the 90s animated show, it's the opportune time from LEGO to release it. Other than Star Wars and Indiana Jones, X-Men is one of my favorite multimedia properties, so I'm excited to see the X Mansion as a LEGO set. Kicking things off, it'll be numbered 76294, cost $330, and have 3,093 pieces. Its scheduled release date is November 1st, 2024, meaning we should have official or publicly leaked pictures of it by October. For now, we have a confidential picture which I unfortunately cannot show on screen or also get a copyright strike, but I will describe it while this mock-up here is on screen. From what can be seen on the blurry image, we have a 2-story tall LEGO building. Its design is based off the X-Men animated series and X-Men 97, and based off what the picture shows, it has a high degree of accuracy. It translated very well to LEGO and has a praiseworthy design. It's supposed to have a full interior as well, however this is not shown in the picture at all. I'm predicting it'll have a version of the Danger Room, which would be amazing to get here. Other than that though, I'm unsure of what other interior space might be included. Along with the X Mansion itself, a full 2-scale Sentinel will also be included, which is amazing to see. The Sentinels are one of the X-Men's primary antagonists and have an awesome looking design, so to see one here that's large enough to be equal in height to the X-Men Mansion is great to see. It has a combined color scheme of purple and a bluish hue, with the top half of the legs, upper arms, and head being purple, and the lower legs, lower arms, and torso being blue. The designs here are also lifted directly from X-Men 97. I think they did a great job with translating the Sentinel into LEGO form, so I can't wait for clearer pictures of it or the official reveal. Moving on to the minifigure selection now, we have an absolutely amazing lineup. First up is Wolverine, who will be a reuse from the X-Men X-Jet released earlier in 2024. This minifigure has an overall great design with amazing arm and leg prints and an outstanding helmet mold, so I'm fine with it being a reuse. Next up we have Gambit, who will be an all brand new minifigure. Just saying this itself might be a light spoiler, but because of what happened with his character in X-Men 97, which I won't spoil here, I was slightly worried that he wouldn't be included, but it's great to see otherwise. It'll be great seeing him in LEGO for the first time, and I think the design with the brown trench coat will translate decently into LEGO form. Next up we have Storm, who will have a new hairpiece but otherwise be a reuse from a recent Marvel LEGO minifigure series that we got in 2023. This minifigure has a phenomenal design with great torso and leg printing, the included lightning bolts, and the awesome cape, so a slight update with just a new hairpiece will still make for an amazing minifigure. Next up we have Cyclops, who will have leg printing but otherwise be a reuse from the same X-Men X-Jet as the Wolverine minifigure from earlier. Other than Storm and Wolverine, Cyclops is probably the most iconic X-Man, so this was a sure inclusion from the beginning. This minifigure has some amazing printing, especially with his visor, the X-Men logo, and his utility belt, so with additional leg printing this will be an absolutely superb minifigure. Next up we have Jean Grey, who will be an all brand new minifigure. She's also one of the more well-known X-Men, so this was also a sure inclusion. I predict that she'll have the same suit that she wore in most of X-Men 97, but it's currently an unknown. Next up we have Iceman, who will be an all brand new minifigure. Iceman is part of the original lineup of X-Men from the very first few comics, so seeing a new minifigure of him is great. He didn't appear in X-Men 97 though, so it looks like this set is sort of based off both the 90s animated series and X-Men 97, which makes sense since X-Men 97 is just a continuation of the original. Getting back on track though, it'll be great to see a new Iceman minifigure included here. Next up we have Bishop, who will be an all brand new minifigure. Bishop is one of my favorite of the X-Men characters, so seeing him get a new minifigure here is amazing. I think his suit will transition very well into LEGO, with the X logo and yellow stripe lining up along the leg and torso and the bandana printed on the upper torso. Hopefully Bishop will also have arm printing, which would make this minifigure absolutely top quality. Next up we have Rogue, who will just be a reuse from the same X-Men X-Jet as Wolverine and Cyclops. This minifigure has solid printing and a fairly accurate hairpiece, so I'm fine with it being a reuse. The final minifigure we know about is Professor Xavier, who will be an all brand new minifigure. Getting a new version of such an iconic character is great to see, and some light spoilers for X-Men 97, so skip to this timestamp if you don't want to hear. Professor X has a golden suit that allows him to walk in some scenes, so even though it's likely he'll have his iconic yellow wheelchair and green suit, this gold suit that allows him to stand is also a possibility to get here. Chances are he'll be in his yellow wheelchair, which is the most iconic version of him though, which will be great to see. We're also going to have at least one more minifigure, which is currently unknown. I'm hoping that we get more than that though, with with at least both Magneto in his full suit with helmet and also Forge additionally included. Beast, Jubilee, Morph, Nightcrawler, and Sunspot would be welcome inclusions as well and will probably be enough to make this one of the best Marvel LEGO sets ever, but LEGO are notoriously stingy with their minifigure selections. So I predict that of the 7 minifigures I suggested that we'll get only Magneto and Beast, which is still good but not as amazing as it could have been. Moving on to the last piece of information we have, the X-Mansion will have modular connections to connect it to all kinds of other builds, or maybe even to reconfigure some of its internal sections. That second part though is just speculation. Overall, the X-Mansion seems like it'll be a top quality phenomenal set, so I can't wait for us to get more information or better publicly available pictures of it. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on the LEGO X-Mansion in the comment section down below. What do you think of the build? Are you happy with the minifigure selection? Which minifigure is your favorite? What are your predictions for the unknown minifigures? Are you excited for this set or not? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!